Welcome to Redmond's Forge. Today, the great midweek LEGO haul, kids, crates and collectors. There are days that feel like a quick errand. Then there are days that turn into full-on road trips with multiple stops, chance encounters, happy meals and a boot filled with treasure. Wednesday was one of those days. It all started at 3:30 p.m. sharp. I collected Luke and Rose from Sherpa, their after-school group. A little earlier than usual, they were buzzing to get going. Though at this point they didn't know the itinerary was as packed as a LEGO instruction booklet. We had not one, not two, but 3 pickups organised. It would become 5 before the night was out. These were arranged across the counties of Navan and Meath, Virginia in Cavan and Carrickmacross in Monaghan. The evening was about to turn into a logistical ballet with chicken nuggets, crates and plenty of fuel in between. Before we hit the LEGO trail, I needed some storage. B&Q Liffey Valley was the first stop, where they were running a 4 for 3 deal on crates. Basically 25% off if you squint hard enough. Of course I managed to forget my Trade Point membership, which would have yielded further discounts. Typical. Still crate secured, we carried on. Next we popped into the range at Liffey Valley. If you've ever been, you'll know the seasonal aisles take over. Right now it's a mashup of Halloween and Christmas, with spooky animatronics alongside twinkling lights. Luke and Rose were as impressed as I was, though I think they were already eyeing up the real treat. McDonald's next door in the same retail park. Sure enough, the next request was chicken nugget Happy Meals please. Easy win. Each came with a Playmobil Alpaca toy, which was met with delight. We were killing time anyway, because the first pickup in Navan wasn't until 6:30 p.m. And at least I was on the far side of the M50 traffic nightmare between junctions 7 and 9. McDonald's became a waiting room, complete with Roblox videos for Luke and A for Adley YouTube episodes for Rose. While nuggets were disappearing, I got a message from Declan. If you're in the LEGO community around Dublin, you might know him. He's a regular supplier, reliable, and his prices are always solid for minifigures. He's even earned his spot on the Redmond's Forge Wall of Fame for great sellers. This time he had 1 bag of minifigures, plus 4 bags of accessories and vintage LEGO pieces. €40 all in. It's a great deal. Was I interested? Hell yes. Better still, he was in Blanchardstown and available at 6 p.m. Perfect timing before heading to Navan. The haul had just grown from 3 pickups to 5, as another Navan seller had agreed to sell lots of LEGO City and it was available tonight. Declan was, as always, quick and straightforward. He handed over the bags, we exchanged a few words, introduced our kids to each other and the deal was done. Into the car they went, another piece of the puzzle added. With that we hit the M3 towards Navan. The second stop was in Navan, where a seller had listed a hefty haul on Facebook Marketplace, mostly LEGO City, with 2 LEGO Creator sets thrown in. €170 was the price, and had arranged to meet at 6:45. The pickup went smoothly, the box filling up those new crates from B&Q nicely. 2 deals in the bag already, and the evening was young. Meanwhile, I'd been in touch with another Navan seller, let's call him Andy, as that's his name, who had the LEGO Vikings 7019 set, which doesn't show up every day. I pinged him to let him know I was on my way, but Andy was stuck in traffic near the Mater Hospital. Cue some Dublin humour. It's called the Mater because when you go in sick, they ask what's the matter with you. Very funny when you're stuck in traffic. Its actual full name is the Mater Misericordiae, the Mother of Mercy, but in more humour is referred to as the Mater Misery. All joking aside, this wasn't a problem. I topped up the X-Trail with diesel, grabbed a tea and circled back once he had reached Navan. This was around 7:10 p.m. I pulled up outside his house, he invited me in, and we ended up chatting for 15 minutes about sets, deals, and the strange little world of LEGO collectors. Meanwhile, Luke and Rose were perfectly happy in the car with their Amazon Fire tablets, lost in their digital universes. By the time I left Andy's, the boot was feeling nicely full, 3 pickups done. Next was supposed to be Virginia, but plans changed. Traffic was backed up due to a wake in Monaghan. Not just any wake, I've never seen anything like it. Cars were parked for miles, the queue of people snaking down a long drive and around corners. People arriving from everywhere to pay their respects. More than a few quipped that neither the Queen nor the Pope got such a turnout. It was humbling to witness, even from the road. Because of people's availability, I switched the order. Carrickmacross and Monaghan first, Virginia afterwards. We rolled up around 8:40 p.m. instead of 8 p.m. Deal done, 3 crates of LEGO, €100 and back on the road. The last pickup was a little different. A few weeks ago in Navan, at Costa, I had scored a bundle of sets. The seller had mentioned she still had the instruction manuals and if I was ever in the area I could grab them. Tonight, as it turned out, I was. Through Ballybor into Virginia we went, arriving around 9:40 p.m. Manuals collected, another piece of the LEGO puzzle complete. By 9:50 p.m, the final leg home began. The car was heavy with crates, boxes, manuals, and bags of minifigures. Luke and Rose, long since tired, had drifted off to sleep in the back as we went onto the M50, and we were nearly home. I pulled into the driveway at 10:50 p.m, the kind of satisfied tiredness settling in that only comes after a full day of chasing bricks. People often ask why collectors go to such lengths. Why spend an entire evening zigzagging across counties, rearranging plans on the fly, and juggling kids, crates and Happy Meals? The answer is simple: passion, community, and the thrill of the hunt. Every seller is a story. Declan with his reliable minifigures, Andy delayed in traffic with a fantastic collection, welcoming me into his home to talk sets. The seller in Virginia who remembered to hold on to the manuals just in case. These are the threads that stitch the LEGO collecting community together. The sets themselves are fantastic, of course, but the memories attached to finding them are what really make the collections magical and special. For Luke and Rose, the adventure is different. For them, it's Happy Meals, YouTube videos, and the occasional peek at whatever Dad is piling into the car. They're part of the story too, growing up with these little adventures as background noise to their own lives. One day, they'll look back and remember all the odd stops and late drives, and maybe they'll understand why a Wednesday afternoon turned into a 10:50 p.m. return home. So what did the day's work produce? 5 bags of minifigures and accessories for €40, LEGO City Hall, 2 creator sets €170, the LEGO Vikings 7019 set €120, Carrickmacross's pickup, 3 crates of LEGO, still to sort through the sets €100, the instruction manuals from Virginia, and I gave €10 to say thanks for keeping them for me. And of course, 2 Playmobil Alpacas from McDonald's. Not a bad Wednesday at all. The great midweek LEGO haul was part shopping trip, part road trip, and part family adventure. It had everything: bargains, delays, humour, and even a brush with the scale of human grief at a wake that brought a whole community together. Life is like that sometimes, bricks and memories stacked side by side. By the end of the night, I was tired but content. The crates were full, the kids were asleep, and the boot of the car held not just LEGO, but the story of a day well spent. Thanks for watching this episode of Redmond's Forge. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment down below, and we'll see you next time for more LEGO content. Bye!